from the author of the mind-bending novel Hell's Play, comes a new tale born in shadow and temptation. Blood and Seeds carries you back to a world of torches and superstition, an age when faith was fragile, and the devil's whisper carried farther than a church bell. Long before legends were written, on the very morning Eve tasted the forbidden fruit, the devil stole a seed from its ruined flesh. With his own blood, he buried it deep into the earth. And from that union grew a tree unlike any the world had ever seen. It gleams like gold, it shimmers like salvation, and it calls to the weakest corners of the human heart. Those who find it feel chosen. Those who taste its fruit become something else entirely. This is a story of temptation and terror, of desire that corrupts, hunger that transforms, and a curse that will echo for centuries. You are about to hear the beginning. Welcome to Blood and Seeds. Prologue. The first to fall. There once existed a place of unparalleled beauty, a realm so serene and abundant that it felt as though heaven itself had touched the earth. Hidden from the eyes of the world, this paradise was known as Eden's Brook. Its borders, shrouded in mystery, seemed to pulse with an unseen energy, protecting the land from intruders while keeping its inhabitants tethered to its splendor. Within its bounds, life thrived in a harmony that felt eternal, a perfect balance of nature and humanity. The land possessed a mystical power that defied explanation. Its waters were said to heal any ailment, its air to invigorate the spirit, and its soil to yield harvests that never failed. The villagers believed Eden's Brook was a gift from the divine, a sanctuary untouched by the struggles of the outside world. The mysterious nature of Eden's Brook made it appear as though time itself were an illusion, with each day flowing into one and another like a seamless dream. In an age where kingdoms waged endless wars and famine ravaged the weak, Eden's Brook stood apart, a utopia where disease was rare, strife was unknown, and peace reigned unbroken. At the heart of this paradise stood a grand castle, home to King Atlas Fate and Queen Valinara. The king ruled with wisdom and kindness, his reign marked by prosperity rather than conflict. Surrounding the castle, the villagers lived simple, happy lives in charming cottages, nestled among rolling fields and sparkling streams. The village thrived with the trades essential to medieval life. Blacksmiths forged tools and weapons, bakers filled the air with the scent of fresh bread, jesters brought laughter, and musicians filled the evenings with song. For decades, Eden's Brook knew nothing but peace. The castle guards, once trained for battle, had long since hung up their swords, believing they would never again be called to fight. But the tranquility they had grown to cherish was fragile, a veneer hiding something dark beneath. The origin of this land was often questioned, but its source would dare not be found. If discovered, it would unleash a turn of events that could not be undone. Mary was a kind-hearted young woman, known for her gentle nature and her ever-present smile. For an entire day and night, she was gone, her absence casting a shadow over the village. When she returned, something was different. She had changed. Everything changed the day Mary Worthington disappeared. Gone was the warmth in her eyes, replaced by an icy, otherworldly glare. Her smile, once a beacon of kindness, now twisted into something sinister. No one knew what had happened to Mary in those missing hours. She spoke little of her disappearance, only hinting at an encounter with something ancient, something malevolent that had awoken beneath Eden's Brook. Mary had become the vessel for a darkness that had long lingered, hidden and patient, beneath the village's facade of perfection. This malevolence found its avatar in her, allowing it to unleash terror and destruction wherever it led her. Yet the origin of how had such a powerful force invaded her soul, and why? There was only one who knew the answer, possessing a cunning mind, capable of orchestrating it, and a wicked heart, cruel enough to see it through. This plan was no recent scheme. It was conceived millennia ago by the same one who tempted Eve to taste the forbidden fruit. It was an evil born of blood and seeds, its roots steeped in deceit and decay. But the ensnaring of its victim was only the beginning. What lay ahead promised far greater horrors. And so, the paradise of Eden's brook, once a sanctuary, became a living nightmare. Mary, no longer the sweet girl they had known, unleashed her fury upon the land, slaughtering the villagers one by one. The survivors fled to the castle, seeking refuge within its stone walls. Yet even there, safety was fleeting. Mary, now a monstrous force of nature, prowled the land outside. She became a haunting legend, her shadow stretching across the once vibrant fields. Eden's brook also seemed to change, its beauty withering into a grim reflection of her corruption. The land became cold and lifeless, its bounty turning to ash, its streams running dry. Those who remained clung to survival, trapped within the castle's confines. Hunger gnawed at their bellies, fear at their minds. They dared not step beyond the gates, knowing that to do so meant certain death. But time was running out with their options fading, until a man arrived, a stranger who to some appeared to be their only hope. Over time, Mary's name faded into a fearful whisper, then into legend. She was given a title that encapsulated the horror she had become, Bloody Mary. Few dared to speak it aloud, for even the memory of her name carried with it a chilling weight. What had once been paradise was now a cautionary tale, its dark truth dismissed by those who didn't believe, and feared by those who knew better. And so, the cursed tale of Eden's brook lingered, a ghostly echo of paradise lost. If you're brave enough to continue this dark adventure, the full novel awaits you.
Hi, this is the author, Danny. You can step deeper into the cursed roots of blood and seeds by visiting my website at www.danny-dickerson.com or by finding the book on Amazon. And stay close. The complete audiobook is coming soon. Thank you for listening. And remember, some doors once opened never truly close.